Yo, what's up, Blackish fam? I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Man, really excited to get back into some Akala. It's been a while. I kind of went on this Aesop Rock journey. He's a very lyrically dense artist. He's not really, doesn't really go in as much depth, like politically or religiously as Akala, but it's definitely still intellectual, but it's more intellectual because of his wordplay and his life experiences versus Akala's knowledge and quest for knowledge, if you would. I could relate to both. I definitely like the challenge of Aesop Rock. His stuff is very abstract, so depending on your life experiences, you might interpret it differently. I'm relatively new. I started out, I was doing a few tracks, and a lot of the people in his community said, "Yo, you're already on Garbology. You've already done one or two of the tracks. Why don't you do the entire album?" So I've been dedicating some time to doing, hour, sometimes 2 hour reactions, a really in-depth breakdown to the best of my ability. But Akala, I like his message because it doesn't require that much work to be an artist. He's just an intellectual that happens to rap, right? So it's different, but really excited. I haven't heard this one. It's just called Carried Away. I don't know when it's from. It looks like, man, surprisingly only 10,000 likes. It just blows my mind when you have such an intellectual artist or someone putting, just passionate, good work out there. And to just, it just, I don't know, it just something bothers me about that. But, I guess to each their own, right? It's maybe worth more to other people. Like, for instance, on our channel, we do really in-depth breakdowns. So sometimes, I think my first Akala, I was doing Fire in the Booth, breakdown, part 4, because someone recommended it to me. That breakdown is probably an hour in length. It's not for everybody, right? If you just want to hear a YouTuber, oh, he's sick. You heard what this isn't the right channel for you, right? I want to know the context. I want to know why he said something. What is it that we can learn from this? What can we extract from the lyrics, right? It's just a different, more intellectual way, I feel, to listen to music, especially from someone like Akala. You can learn something, right, about our history, about who you are. So just really excited to get to this one. I haven't been disappointed yet. This is Akala Carried Away. It's a funeral. Oh, so carried away. Wow, look at it. Let me move myself. Carrying away a body, I guess. It makes him feel safe, cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game, rapping as a state, talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain, so fake, carry fam, so we carry weight. Okay, so let's see, why is he dying? They're about to show us why he died. I missed the breakdown, man. I was moving my, so I'm gonna run it back. Dude was getting down, dancing. Okay, let's run it back from the start. Now, he's obviously talking about somebody who died. He said, carry one more poor lost soul. I believe that's another young brother dying. But I want to make sure that we're breaking down also from the U.S. If there's any terminology or slang, I want to make sure that we try to define that as well. I think he said screw face. It kind of reminds me of Russ's song, Goodbye, right? That him dying, maybe a representation of that. Another hearse roll up slow, carry one more poor lost soul, carry them things every single day, cause it makes him feel safe, cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game. Yeah, he said, now screw face, that can be a little bit hard. In the US, you might think of like what we call resting bitch face, like when a girl always looks all shitty, right? But screw face is more of it's like anger or frustration with something, right? I believe it's Jamaican, like Caribbean. expression called screw face. It's like slang, but it's like looking at somebody crazy, right? But I think it's one more when you're pissed. Let me know if you are from the UK if I broke that down properly.
As a state talk tough, look, it makes him feel safe, cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game, rapping as a state talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain so fake, carry fam, so we carry weight, it's logical, daddy.
Okay, so this is a dude that's struggling in the world, right? What did he say? He said, carry one more poor lost soul, but he said, carry those things every single day, right? So he's I mean, the way I'm thinking of it now, just with the limited information we have, is it could be a metaphor, right? He's carrying a hearse, but it could be like the things that young black men carry, like carry on their shoulders or carry on their backs, like the weight that they feel every single day, right? He said what he the screw face, right? A contorted expression representing anger or frustration. It could be a thug stance, right? He said he's maybe somebody trying to look tough. And he said carrying deep pain, self-hate. So again, that's what made me think it's a metaphor for them carrying a casket.
Talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain so fake, carry fam, so we carry weight, it's logical, daddy got carried away, not married away, just didn't stay this cap so fake, way screw face, love the game, rapping as a state, talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain so fake, carry fam, so we carry weight.
Now I don't know if you guys in the UK or that they in their slang they say carrying weight, but in the US, if in a well, there's different ways to do it. If we say that person, their opinion can carry weight, it means that they're respected. They're able to influence people like an influencer, right? Like Akala. Akala's his opinion on something might carry weight because it's not because he's an artist, it's because he's an intellectual, right? So his opinion, can be an expert on very specific things, right? That he's learned on. That he can intelligently speak on. But anyway, a hood, the complete opposite of that. In the hood, if somebody carries weight, they're talking about they move product, right? They carry weight, they got that weight, they got the product, they got cocaine, they got whatever it might be. So that's just another way you could do it. It means somebody sells drugs.
Every single day, cause it makes him feel safe, cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game, rapping as a state, talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain so fake, carry fam, so we carry weight, it's logical, daddy got carried away, not married away, just didn't stay this coward, carried his son to this fate, these boys carrying weight, in a wooden box, can't stand straight, they was getting out the game, but look, fate, she don't wait now, the woman in the front.
So, who died, right? I'm kind of confused if I think maybe the dad died and the son is following in his footsteps. I kind of got that impression, right? Because that wasn't the kid. That wasn't the kid. Maybe that was his dad. So I'm thinking the mom. He said it's logical. Daddy got carried away, right? Not married away. Just didn't stay, right? Isn't that what he said? Coward carried his son to this fate. Run it back. I'm thinking he's talking about the cycles, right? The perpetuation of certain cycles in the hood. Let's see.
Another hearse roll up slow, carry one more poor lost soul, carry them things every single day, cause it makes him feel safe, cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game, rapping as a state.
Yeah, he carries those things every single day. He's carrying that pistol with him probably because it makes him feel safe.
Another hearse roll up slow, carry one more poor lost soul, carry them things every single day, cause it makes him feel safe, cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game, rapping as a state, talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain so fake, carry fam, so we carry weight, it's logical, daddy got carried away, not married away, just didn't stay this coward, carried his son to this fate, these boys carrying weight, in a wooden box, can't stand straight, they was getting out the game, but look, fate, she don't wait now, the woman in the front row, her face show no pain, but her brain went insane on the day the news came, staring.
Yeah, so he's talking about, somebody lost their life, right? He said, boy was carrying weight in a wooden box, couldn't stand straight, right? But I think it sounded like he said they were getting out of the game. But look, fate just don't wait, right? Like, man, you could always say what I'm finna do, right? But if you don't do it, doesn't matter, right? Like a lot of dudes and they get caught. Oh man, I was done. I was changing my life. You don't think somebody's heard that, bro?
Feel safe cause he carry on them ways, screw face, love the game, reppin' his estate, talk tough, look straight in his face, carrying deep pain so fake, carry fam so we carry weight, it's logical, daddy got carried away, not married away, just didn't stay, this coward carried his son to this fate, these boys carrying weight, and then when the box can't stand straight, they was getting out the game, but look,
face she don't wait.
Woman in the front row, her face show no pain, but her brain went insane on the day the news came.
She lost her mind.
Face numb, the boy getting
she lost her boy. Yeah, she lost her boy, someone she carried for 9 months, right, during pregnancy. So she's lost it. She's lost her youngin', right? She was responsible to bring him up.
Face numb, the boy getting carried. She carried 9 months.
When this world stripped me naked, I'll turn and I'll face it and really believe I have the strength to change it. I'm crazy, it's blatant. Sometimes I get carried away.
All right.
When this world stripped me naked, I'll turn and I'll face it and really believe I have the strength to change it. I'm crazy,
Damn.
it's blatant. Sometimes I get carried away.
She sees her mom always sees her little boy, right? As big as I am, when I see my mom, she still calls me baby, right?
One more body bag getting carried back from the war zone where they carry straps where little kids is attacking tanks because they
Crazy, it's blatant. Sometimes
And it's like he started talking about the military.
I get carried away.
one more body bag getting carried back from the war zone where they
The
carry
war-
straps where little kids is attacking tanks because they carry no fear of the man. All they know here is they land on a hero, gotta make a stand so they roll cold with it in their hand, let it bang on the big bad man.
Ooh.
This particular soldier never moved cold and never enrolled to blow no homes. I felt that life done carried him under, chose to phone the number. The army give you training, nothing they say could really explain it. Signing papers, enslavement, now you're a tool to carry their hatred. Rob, still strip a nation, all he wanted was qualifications so we could carry his family places. Better than those that he was raised and never really fought. He'd ever have to go to war. Now who's gonna tell his kids that he can't carry them no more?
Ooh. And man, in the hood, in the U.S., there's been a lot of publicity over the last few years about the military targeting young black men and what that might mean, why that's significant. There's a lot of research, a lot of articles out there. If you want to dive a little bit deeper into it, about how they target in these communities young black men, and they show this as a way out. And it's good and bad, right? Because there are benefits. You can buy a home without putting a down payment down. That's probably one of the best benefits. But there's also going to school, right? So there's a lot of positive parts of that. But the U.S. has a very troubled history about black men fighting in war, how they were treated when they came back home, why they really couldn't fight at certain places as well. So you have to know about the what's called the Emancipation Proclamation. That was in 1863. That was with President Abraham Lincoln. And this is remember these are the time in 1863. Think about the Civil War and what it meant for black men to fight. Why they wouldn't want them to fight. So there's a very complex history with the U.S. Army, just like there is with the police force, right, within the U.S. But the Army definitely has a reputation, a stigma, if you would, about why they recruit the way they do, what it means, the positions you serve in the military. And it's very interesting to see the demographics or the, I guess you would, if you do a more complex breakdown into leadership positions within the U.S., look and see whether or not that's proportionate to the number of military African American or otherwise just minority in general, the ratio compared to leadership, why that might be.
Really believe I have the strength to change it. I'm crazy, it's blatant. Sometimes I get carried away.
There's so many ways to interpret carried away, which is awesome. It just really shows to how this was written.
Naked, I turn and I face it and really
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Wow. And this artist, for only having 10,000 likes on this video, he has a lot of videos, right? It's not just some artists just have a variety of different tracks, but this guy's got some very complex, very artistic videos, if you would, that have meaning in themselves, right? Outside of the lyrics. Man, I'm a fan, right? I love his work. I've noticed he's done a lot of lectures. When I search for new work, I really just pull up Akala. I'm subscribed to Akala Music, but really I'm just going back and seeing what I should check out. So if you guys have any recommendations on songs that are impactful or that might be more complex, I'd love to take a swing at it and take a look at it. Feel free to leave it in the comments.